Today I thought I would show my display, including my new Detolfs with all the goodies and collectibles inside them. Let's start with Predator, Alien and Terminator. So on this top shelf we have Dutch and Hawkins from Predator 1. I love more of the team, to expand my collection. I'll do with that for now. Looks really good. Here we've got one of my favourite figures, the Jungle Hunter Predator. The masked one would be my favourite. Then we move on to Predator 2, where we've got the City Hunter. Another favourite of mine, but just the masked one in the background. That one's my favourite. Then we got the new Predator movie on display here. I've got other Predators, but these are the ones with the best boxes for me to put behind in a nice display. Moving on to Terminator, we got the figures from Terminator 1. Another favourite of mine, this T-800 with the two guns. Thought it's neat to display them that way. Then we got the T2 characters with the T-1000, Sarah Connor. Here are my only Terminator 3 figures, the Coffin Terminator and the standard T-850 from the movie. Then we have the real Terminator 2 figs, the minigun version, the battle damaged version, and then we got the Shades versions, one with the motorcycle and one without. I think they look really cool, and I just had to get a motorcycle to go with my T-800. Going to move on to my Alien display. This is a nice little setup that I made last year. There's the Queen and the power loader. My only Prometheus figures. The big chap is only displayed here because I haven't got a shelf set up for him yet. There's going to be a special shelf purely for Alien right above here. Newly painted wall. Here are my aliens, a couple battle damaged, a couple fixed, and a couple from the Series 1 wave. You have Kane and Lambert. I like them where they are. Poor Lambert being attacked by the AVP Warrior Xenomorphs. City Hunter is still my favourite, so that's why he's in the front. And I got the Predators here in the back, but I don't have a nice box to display them behind. I'm hoping NECA will comply at some point. And yes, we have the Queen and the power loader from Aliens. Here's my other Aliens display, the characters from the movie, Hicks, Newt, Hudson, Vasquez, and of course Ripley, standing in her famous pose. Here's my Alien Resurrection display, which I'm actually quite happy with. Got two warriors from this movie. Got Ripley, of course. Gotta have her with the guns. Really unique looking guns. I just couldn't help but display her with them. There's a little basketball, and we don't want to talk about this one. Moving on to my Marvel stuff. Got my posters here. I'm only displaying them in here until a new shelf is available. So we got all these characters. The core Avengers are in a different display right now, but this is just a temporary display until I'm able to make a proper shelf for them. Hela is new, Scourge is new, there's a nice looking Drax, I got my Thanos, my Spider-Man, my Giant Man and Wasp, and the Defenders. I'd like to put them in a better display. Oh, and there's the Scarlet Witch. Thanos would be my favourite in this particular display, but not my favourite Marvel character. I'm going to move on to my first Detolf shelf. There's my Hulk versus Hulkbuster. I collected those from a series of Marvel Legends. I'll start at the bottom. This is my Indiana Jones display. I'm hoping to get a nicer sideshow or Hot Toys version of Indiana Jones, a proper figure to put on display. I haven't got them right now, but I got the hat, got the whip, and I got a few books and DVDs to make it look good for now. My Iron Man 2 helmet, nothing special, but I think it looks good to put on display. Maybe someday I'll get a more movie accurate version, but this is the one that I own, so I thought I'd put it on display right now. And here are the core Avengers. There's my best Hulk, there's my best Thor, not my best Iron Man, but one of my best. Got the cool nanotech cannons, my best Ant-Man, my best Black Widow. Got another one, but that's my better one. This Doctor Strange figure would probably be my favourite Marvel Legends. Comes with a neat looking time effect and has one of the better head sculpts from Marvel Legends. And finally we have Captain America with his hammer. Moving on to the top shelf, this is my Batman display. I printed a picture of the Bat logo for the display. Got the Batflex suits in the background, all from different lines that I managed to pick up. We got the Penguin from Batman Returns, found that in a shop randomly, so I bought him. Found Mr. Freeze on a shelf somewhere, got him. Got to have a Heath Ledger Joker for a Batman display. Got my temporary Superman. I'll get a better one this year, hopefully, but it's not my best. Got to have Robin if you're making a Batman display, so got him. Here's a small Christian Bale Batman, and here's my larger one with the Bat Pod on the bottom. He's got this is his Batman Begins suit, and his Bat Pod. I like it very much. But my favourite is standing right here in the middle. It's the Michael Keaton Bat suit from 1989. I've got 3 of them, but this is my best version. There's my cat in the background. Gotta love her. Moving on to my last Detolf shelf. On the top here we've got the Iron Patriot. This was given to me as a birthday present, my 18th birthday present. It's nice. It's extremely detailed. Actually my most detailed figure that I've ever owned in my entire collection. With light up features and a nice machine gun. You know, all the goodies that War Machine would come with. Here's my Batman from Batman Returns. Got a love Batman, and I wanted to get him before I got any other Hot Toys, although he's not my first. Wanted a Batmobile, so we got one from Games World, and I put him on display with it. My best Batman by far in my entire collection, and my favourite Batsuit from Batman Returns, of course. Moving on, we got my Daredevil display. This is my Hot Toys Daredevil, also what I got for my birthday, my 18th birthday. Looks really good. There's my cat. Hello. Anyway, I got my nice little Daredevil. Had to give him the string baton, or the rope baton, whatever you call it, instead of the other ones, because it's the best one. Got a nice stand to put him on. He also came with a background, but he can't fit in the shelf, so I'm going to have it as it is. Please excuse my lighting, I'm pretty amateur at this, but this is a overview of my display. And this here is my cosplay Daredevil helmet. We got it from a website called Etsy. It was really the only place to get a decent Daredevil helmet. I said I wouldn't do a Daredevil cosplay without a really good helmet, so we did that. Moving on, this is my Iron Man shelf, or at least my high-end collectible Iron Man shelf. Got these from Zing, comic book version and the Age of Ultron version. One of my favourite suits, the Mark 43. Just found this sitting on a shelf in Zing and thought to myself it looked too good to pass up. So we got it, and it looks amazing on my shelf. Same with this one here. There's a nice comic book looking Iron Man, and I found it twice. So he's on display in my shelf looking really good. And last but not least, one of my favourite Marvel characters ever and superheroes of all time, Wolverine. Found this on eBay. Probably not for the best price, but still a decent one. This one's from Days of Future Past. He's the Wolverine I wanted for my display. Came with a nice box to put in the background. Put the movie, 4K movie, right next to him, because this is one of my favourite movies, X-Men Days of Future Past. Brilliant time travel flick, and got Wolverine in his best outfit. So this is my display with all my little goodies. It will of course get bigger and better over the years. My favourite movies are the Alien and Predator movies, which is why I have so many of them. But I also love the Marvel films for what they are, even some of the bad ones, I'll admit it. I do like Spider-Man 3 and the Tim Story Fantastic Four duology. Not the reboot though, that one's trash. I'm also a huge fan of Tim Burton's Batman duology, more than the Dark Knight trilogy if I'm being honest. So, that's my display. Thought I'd show it off, and look forward to providing an update in the future.